Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Yeah, how have the last everything's working? Good. How is everything going for you all? Hey Lou, thank you for being first. Aurora, thank you for being second. What's new? We missed yesterday's stream because I had lots of stresses going on with the car and had a medical appointment that only cut into kind of a start of where we would have been streaming, but then I was very much on waiting mode, waiting for the garage to phone about the car, and I wasn't in my right headspace at all. Have to admit, today I could be in a better headspace, but I didn't want to miss out on too many streams, so we're here, we're going to have a nice cozy time playing some Stardew. This is Harry's stream. Aurora is here. Aurora, how are you doing? Yeah, so we're going to play some cozy Stardew, and we'll probably wrap up a little bit earlier because my mum and I are very stir crazy, so we're going to go out for a bit in our slightly uncertainly broken car because we have been told it's okay to... It leaves about a bit. The last couple of months we have had various times where a garage will go, no, you probably shouldn't use it unless it's an emergency, and then it rotates. Then there's another time where they go, yeah, it'll probably be fine. At the moment, we're in the it'll probably be fine. So we're not taking it too far, but we're going to go somewhere because we need to go out. We need to spend some time with a car, as not to make it sound like a pet, but we need that time. It's almost Summerween. When is Summerween? What is Summerween? Educate me. I know nothing, Aurora. But how are you doing, Aurora? And how are you doing, Lou? Yeah, I haven't really got anything to update on, really. It's been a very stressful time. My head is not my head. My head's probably fine. My brain is not my friend, which I'm not going to go on about because I don't think it would be particularly helpful for me right this second. But yeah, so we're going to play some cozy Stardew. I reckon we are on track that this stream we're going to get married to Harvey. That is my hope. That's my main plan for today's stream. I want to see what happens. I want to see how nicely it goes. Hey Sol. Hey Baconi. I think it can be whenever you... Oh, okay. What do we do with Summerween? Do we carve melons? Melons, maybe? I'm Googling. All I've got is a whole load of adverts for stuff. That's not useful. So yeah, what do we do if summer... Actually, do we get to watch horror films in the middle of the summer? Because I like that. I think people do... See, I was trying to think what would be a very summery fruit, and I was just left going, melon? Maybe melon? I like that. Any reason to give anyone an excuse to celebrate sounds good to me. But yeah, so as I was saying, apologies if I am a little bit easily distracted, a little bit low energy, didn't sleep well. It's got stuff on my mind, but on the other hand, want to distract myself, and yeah, I have a foresight to think this too shall pass and possibly be replaced with something worse. Not really. It's been a bit like that the last few weeks, months this year. Watching him in the summer, at least it's not as dark out to get scared. No, true. I remember once years ago I went to see... It wasn't a kind of full horror film. It was... What was it called? Dr. Sleep. Was it Dr. Sleep? It was the sequel to The Shining. It came out a few years back with Ewan McGregor. And I think possibly 5 people saw it. I happened to see it at the cinema twice. Because I saw it with my mum. And I saw it with a friend at the time. And when I went to see it with a friend at the time, we went to see it at about 10 p.m. So we got out just after midnight. And yeah, I think if you want peak horror movie experience, you need to go see it at night. So you leave in the dark. Side note also, when we went to the cinema, it was a very, very empty cinema. Because I think it was a weekday as well. So it was late at night. Or I think it might have been a Sunday night, actually. So... yeah, people had work in the morning. We didn't. And then we were watching a film. We were going, oh, yeah, that guy's really still. And basically, there was a guy that was slept through the whole film. And we were there going, wow, he must have been really bored of that film. And And then we realised when the lights came up that we we were very convinced he was probably homeless, looking at the kind of stuff he had with him. And then we felt kind of bags, and we realised that basically it was a cheap way of him getting somewhere safe to sleep for a couple of hours. Because I think the cinema tickets were only like £5 then. So yeah, so there you go. Film was good. Would recommend it. Doctor Sleep, I think. I can't remember. It's the sequel to The Shining that. Yeah, it's Doctor Sleep. Doctor Shining. No, Doctor. Doctor Sleep is the sequel. It came out 2019. I didn't realise it was that close to the pandemic. It was basically about Ewan McGregor plays the grown-up adult version of the kid in The Shining, and some stuff happens. It was quite good. It wasn't exceptional. It was decent. It was a decent watch. I think that is the sad thing for poor old Doctor Sleep. I think it is one of those films everyone goes, I think I saw that, and then they have to think about it and go, maybe it's not. It's a decent film. It's just I think the problem was it was a sequel to a film that came out in the 1970s, and obviously loads of people loved The Shining, and I think it had quite a lot to kind of. Imagine releasing a sequel to a film 40 years after. I mean, it like the first one, it's based on a book by Stephen King, so I suppose it needed time for Stephen King to go, so hey, I wrote more. It's worth a watch. Somehow, like I said, I ended up seeing it at the cinema twice. So I think I, in part, directly really helped that box office. Never heard of it, but then again, I don't pay much attention to much horror. That's fair enough. I quite like horror. My thinking is, I very rarely find horror scary or to be harsh about it. Horror films never feel particularly like I've seen the greatest film on the face of the earth. But the nice thing about horror films is I can switch my brain off, because instead of it tackling difficult emotions or bringing up old feelings or anything particularly taxing, half the time in a horror film you're just watching somebody run away from something, get stabbed in a horrific way. It's all so fantastical. I find it as a weird form of escapism. So that tends to be why I like horror films. Every once in a while, I go through a period of time where I watch quite a few horror films, like say one a night for a few nights, and then it's like it kind of cleanses my soul. Having said that, with horror films, I don't like all those awful torture porn films. I'm not a fan of things like Saw or Hostel. I think a few of you probably heard my stories of when I used to serve people in blockbuster Saw films. Not into that. I'm more into the other kind of bits of horror. Same. It's weirdly helpful. Yeah, I think it's just true escapism. Yeah, so I tend to like those. Kind of some of them are kind of predictable too. It's look, that family have decided to move into that house that was suspiciously cheap, but I'm sure that house is perfectly fine. Oh look, the neighbours are telling them all about how the last family mysteriously vanished in the middle of the night, and we think they just moved away. And it's that kind of stuff where it's just you can kind of see where it's going, and I find that oddly comforting because you just think, yeah, cool, that's fine. That's not going to happen to me in my actual life. I used to watch some younger, but now I can't. Oh, Talk to Me. I've been meaning to watch Talk to Me for a while, and I think I remember Bring Her Back. I haven't seen either of those yet. I'm just going to Google them. I think Talk to Me I looked up at some point and nearly watched. Oh no, I have seen Talk to Me. Talk to Me, yeah, the thing where they summon spirits with a severed hand, and Talk to Me was very good. I liked that. That was actually a really good horror film. Yeah, Bring Her Back is the one that I keep meaning to watch. I've got it wish listed on one of the streaming services, and I keep meaning to get around to watching it. I might watch that maybe this weekend, because I haven't got plans for this weekend, and I could very much do with some nice distractions from lives and, lives? My life. Hey, Hannah, how you doing? Thank you, Ram. Yeah, I think I'm going to watch Bring Her Back this weekend because I do not have plans for this weekend, and I could do with them. I want to try and have a nice weekend, but I need a plan. So yeah, I'm gonna watch Bring Her Back tonight. I'm debating. I'm a casual football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, fan, and due to my English heritage, I'm backing England while knowing they're not going to get very far. And the next England game in my time zone is at 1 a.m. on Monday morning, and I'm trying to work out if I can stay awake to watch it. I'm trying to work out a plan. I'm tentatively thinking if I say get a few hours sleep from say 9 p.m. to about 1 a.m. that might sustain me. But that is solely the extent of my plans. I might try and do some useful stuff because my ankle is in a good position now, so I can do some useful things. So I might try and do some stuff around the garden. I want to keep busy. Where are we? I'm okay, thank you. Hope everyone is well today. Yeah, I'm stressed. I've got lots of stuff going on with the car, and I have somehow got a problem with the car that it's been 7 weeks, 2 different garages, including the actual dealer I bought the car from, have tried investigating a whole bunch of stuff, and nobody can figure out why it's doing what it's doing. So I've done a bit more research. I'm going to email the car dealer on Monday to double check what tests they've run on it. I'm increasingly worried I'm going to end up having to get a new car, which financially is a very not good thing for me at the moment. Not while I haven't got any work. As mentioned, I have savings, but what with also trying to cover all the house renovations and also kind of wanting to live, I don't really want to have to buy a new car. Enigmatic car, it really is. I kind of joke that it's the mystery car, and then every now and then I go, it's the cursed car, because it truly does feel a little bit cursed. It is a car that has run flawlessly for 7.5 years. Honestly flawless. It barely ever needs anything doing to it, just kind of routine stuff like tyres and brake pads and things that everyone is used to needing in cars. And then now, the weirdest fault known to mankind, where somehow it turns out I own quite an obscure car, which I didn't realise when I bought it. It's model-wise, it is not obscure sounding, but it turns out I happen to buy, well, I'll say what it is. For those who know a little bit about cars, it's a Nissan Micra. If you know, it's not the tiny, tiny Nissan Micra of old. It's kind of a bigger version of a Nissan Micra, but for some reason they never changed the name. But it turns out that car was only made for 3 years, between 2017 and 2020, before Nissan decided to discontinue it. Or they didn't discontinue it, they changed it to a whole different Micra. And it has a very specific engine that it turns out hardly anyone ever bought except for me, because it's an engine that is backed up by a turbo. So rather than it being a super slow car, it drives pretty well when it hasn't got an issue. So anyway, those two things compounded, it turns out it's a quite obscure model, and I'm left thinking, how on earth did I manage to buy an ordinary Nissan family car that is unusual? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I did always, while owning the car, always be a bit, oh yeah, you hardly ever see any of those on the road. I assume that was for my local area, but it turns out, no, it's a pretty weird car. So anyway, thank you, Hannah. I think it needs for prayers. I think it might need an exorcism at this point. But we can use it at the moment, so we're like I said at the start of the stream, we're going to be wrapping up a little bit early today, so I can go take the car out and we can have a little bit of retail therapy that we probably can't afford, but it will do our souls good. And ultimately, isn't that kind of what life is all about? You need to do what gets you through. But anyway, enough of that. We are going to see about marrying Harvey. I'm just going to double check something while I have a look. Well, before we get set up, I think I think today is going to be the day we're going to marry Harvey. And that's going to be nice. And if you happen to be a Taylor Swift fan, well, won't it be even more appropriate? You know, the timing is impeccable. We are like the farming version of Taylor Swift, with a lot less money. But we have got mouse ears. And really, who is the true winner? But chat, how are you doing? What have you got planned for the weekend? Have you got exciting things on the horizon? Or are you just going to enjoy chilling for a few days? Or, mystery sad third option, are you unlucky enough to be working? Get our battery pack. We do, hold on, I need to check on my progress. We do need to get Harvey's hearts up. We just need to get to the full 10. That means, and we can give him gifts now, so that should help a ton. And then we just need a rainy day to go get the pendant, and then we were all set. Because in this game, it turns out you don't have rings, you have pendants. That immediately gave me a flashback to the last stream where we accidentally hit George, wheelchair-bound George, with the hammer. I still feel kind of bad about that. I know he didn't react, but it was the principle. It felt rude. Felt like we shouldn't have really done that. We have another ancient fruit. Half a weekend already gone, so just chilling at the moment with Neo 3. Nice! I hope you're enjoying it. I've heard good things about series. Chilling today, dog sitting tomorrow, currently waiting on Fortnite to update because I had a real urge to play it. Ooh. See, I haven't played Fortnite in an incredibly long time. But the moment you said that, I'm now immediately thinking, do you know what the latest update is? Is there something cool going on at the moment? Because I used to play Fortnite every night for a couple of hours a night with the friend that sadly kind of turned emotionally abusive and it went a bit wrong. So by that logic, I didn't play Fortnite for a very long time, but I do kind of miss it. We have nearly got a dinosaur. 3 days, 14 hours. We're nearly there. Yeah, because at that time, I used to play a lot of Fortnite solo, as well as teamed up with him. I did enjoy it. Probably, but I'm not sure what it actually is. The last time I played was the Simpsons update, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, I played a little bit of the Simpsons update. Because I remember hearing about it from someone, and I thought, I'll give it a go, and I did really enjoy it. I might have to check it out. I always used to play it on my PlayStation, and last I saw, I haven't turned my PlayStation on in a while, but because it's in standby mode, it's just constantly updating Fortnite, so it's probably ready to go, really. That might be quite nice comfort gaming later. You know, in a weird roundabout sort of way. Hey, Gloel, how are you doing? I'm going to be half lurking while I get some work done. Also because I put you on the big TV and it has serious stream lag. Oh, well, thank you for putting me on my big TV. But I'm sorry it's lagging. I hope your work goes okay. Okay, what should we give our beloved Harvey? Probably at Diamond. I'm not going to sell anything yet. I'm going to go talk to Harvey. Go give him some stuff. And then we'll go back. Off stream, I've been playing quite a bit of World of Warcraft Classic. Yesterday, because I couldn't settle to anything and I was just constantly waiting for the phone to ring, while fearing bad news, which kind of was what happened, we are going to go see Harvey. I just wanted to see if that board's refreshed. I played a lot of World of Warcraft Classic because it's one of those games that I can play without really thinking. And it was just what I needed. Kind of low stakes. And yeah, easy going. So I'm nearly level 36, which in World of Warcraft Classic is quite a lot. You know, I've put the hours in. Have a diamond. That's such a nice gift. Thank you. Imagine having a patient's life completely in your hands and failing to keep them alive. That's something that will haunt you forever. Harvey, I think you said that yesterday, and I'm a little bit worried you might need to talk to somebody, because that's clearly understandably bothering you. Oh, we are so close to 10 hearts. Tomorrow we're going to get those 10 hearts. My partner and I were discussing the potential of Classic Plus yesterday. He's in between games and a bit lost at the moment, so he said he'd give it a go if they announce it. What is meant to be Classic Plus? Because I'm immediately interested. I'm going to go give Demetrius a battery, just because... I say that, he already loves us. Nah, I'm not doing it. I want my battery. I am generally keen to see what happens with the future of World of Warcraft. I just want more World of Warcraft. I'm honestly not even sure myself. In the context of World of Warcraft, Baconi, that's going to be a PC thing. A PC and Mac thing. Because it's going to be... one of those. A pearl? Yeah, okay. I'll take that. And some copper ore. Not so exciting, but okay. I think it's just classic, but with new things added, like zones and dungeons, etc. That could be good. At the moment, the version of Classic I'm playing, and I can't remember now if that's actually a choice or the only option, but I'm playing the Burning Crusade. Which is kind of... I mean, I played it right from the start. So I played World of Warcraft for over half my life at this point. Which is wild. But my peak era was the OG, when there were no expansion packs, and then the Burning Crusade. So it's quite nostalgic at the moment. Just going to check what's going on over here. Okay, the wine is coming. We could go make some jam. Let's plonk some jam in. Well, plonk some fruit in for future jam. It is crazy to me to think that when I was 19 or 20, that kind of age, I went, hey, I'm going to play this game called World of Warcraft. Which, at that point, I played because my boyfriend at the time was very keen on playing it. And we were in a long-distance relationship, so it was a good way to spend time together. And I'd already played a lot of MMOs. I was a very avid EverQuest player. So it was a natural kind of addition. No. But it's really weird to me to think that I just played the beta with him because I just wanted to spend some time with him. And I didn't realise that 21 years later, I'm still playing it. I mean, I've had breaks, obviously, but it's still there in my life. And yeah, I've written articles about it for work and things, and yeah, it's crazy. My partner's the same. He's been playing since 2005. I've only dabbled in Classic WoW, but there's something very comforting that, yeah, it's very... That's what makes me go back, just the comfort aspect. But it is a weird thing that it's been in my life for so long. I mean, also, probably the other weird part is... let's make some bombs if we can. Because we'll go... Actually, shall we head to... Go say hi to Leo? We could do. Let's go do that. Rather than head down to the mines. Yeah, the weirdest part for me is when I signed up for the World of Warcraft beta... I chose a Night Elf Hunter because I thought, oh, hey, cool, they've got a pet. I want a pet. I want to play a bit more solo than most. And 21 years later, I can't shake off playing a Night Elf Hunter. I played other classes. I did get, once upon a time, when Mr. Pandaria came out, I played a monk for a really long time. But mostly I've been very stoically loyal to playing a Night Elf Hunter. And it is crazy to think that a choice I made 21 years ago has continued to have that impact. My partner's the same, but with Gnome Warrior. Oh, I love that. There's definitely that nostalgia factor, I think, where, yeah, you play whatever you played first. Because I suppose that's where all the comfort is. And, you know, you're there going, I know exactly what to do with this. And I've really tried to play other classes, and I've certainly played probably all the classes up to kind of 20 or 30 level-wise. But none of them I love as much as a Night Elf Hunter. And I think that's just how it's going to be. I'm now intrigued. Okay, well, we hit the follower goal, which is awesome. I haven't got an announcement to say that anyone has... I mean, we have anonymous follows, but usually it pops up. I'm intrigued. I have no idea how we hit the follower goal, but I am pleased. Hey, Leo. You sure? This is so nice. We want the best for Leo. One day Leo is going to be our bestie. Probably. Maybe. Thank you, Aurora. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug. It is. Yeah. You cannot beat nostalgia. Thanks. Nice to reach the follower goal. If life could settle down, I have some good plans for the stream. The other day I did write down some ideas, and I know what I want to implement. I just need life to cut me a tiny bit of slack, because doing creative things when life is a little bit off the rails is hard. I mean, doing anything when life is off the rails is hard. But creative stuff is kind of next level. Oh no, Hannah's in ads. She's almost out of ads. Maybe we already got a walnut here then. I think we probably already knocked. Had a poker? Yeah, I thought we had. I've played enough Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening to know that a circle that is conspicuously shaped like that is up to stuff. I reckon at some point somebody's going to appear here, but not yet. It's going to happen, though. Beautiful watering can. Don't you fire stuff at me. I got stuff to do, thank you. Ooh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Be back from ads any moment. Go away, fire thing. Welcome back everyone from ads, and thank you, Hannah. We won't have any ads now for another hour, so we're all good. Thank you for your patience. What you've missed really is me head over to here on the island. Kind of killing time rather than truly expecting to get anywhere. Certainly with this attitude. This is not going well. Yeah, let's eat some cheese to recover from that. Can we smash that? No, okay. It looked like we could. It looked interesting. Okay. I sound like a coward. I feel like I haven't got a resolve for this mine. I'm here to marry. I'm not I'm not here for mine excursions. Just gonna try and move our way fast. You don't know how many floors there are in this mine or volcano area. I'm guessing it's probably not hundreds. I think we've only ever got to like 8. So it's very, very early days. Jeez. Oh, okay. I did not expect him to explode. Okay, I'm going for the lazy approach, which is called, let's forget the fire-breathing things are trying to kill me. There are so many fire-breathing things, and I don't think the door is this way. We can always use a totem if we're going the coward's route, which, to be honest, I think is going to happen. Yeah. Yep, that did not go well. Need to be more organised for next time, but at least we've arrived in time for some wine. Is it fancy wine? It is not. I'm going to have to work out how to make fancy wine. I think I need silver level of wine for the Joja Mark quest. We may be taking to Google momentarily. We'll just sell that. We did pick up a bomb, at least. So yeah, chat, after the stream, I'm hoping to get a nice little bit of time out in the world, because walking is a lot better. To be blunt, it still hurts when I walk, but in a more manageable, kind of healthy way. Is pain ever healthy? Probably not, but I think you know what I mean. It's healing, it's going to hurt for a bit. Hold on, chat, I'm going to quickly Google while I speak to see how to get silver quality wine. Oh, there we go. It's like Google even knew. Oh, okay. A whole bunch of stuff I did not realise. Although I shouldn't have sold that wine. Damn it. Okay, you need the cellar upgrade to your house. We might already have that. Once it's done, put the wine in one of the casks and keeps an eye on it. I think it's 2 weeks to a month. When a silver star appears on the cask, hit it with a tool and the wine will fall. Okay, so I need to make more wine. I thought it was going to be like everything else, where it was randomly assigned. Hey Homer, how are you doing? You have been able to. Thank you so much for your support on TikTok lately. Really appreciate it. Ooh, green rain. How are you doing? How's your weekend going so far? Oh, we got a lot of weeds we're going to need to clear. And Marnie sent us feed. Thank you, Marnie. Thank you. I really appreciate you liking them. Currently 2 AM, so I should be in bed. You got a long weekend at least, though, right? So at least you can kind of enjoy the extra days. I do. Oh, you don't. Oh. Okay, then you should definitely not be awake at 2 AM. It's lovely to see you, but I'm there thinking, please don't be here. Go sleep. Work in medical fields, I don't get the extra day. Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. It's the curse of being an essential person, isn't it? Yeah, that sucks. I know a good friend from when I was a kid. She works in... Well, both her and her husband work in hospitals as doctors, and the hours they have to keep is just wild. I'm in awe of her being able to do it, to be honest. She was always a harder worker than me. Now, her husband in particular, he works in... We call it A&E, Accident and Emergency, but basically it's the emergency room. I have no idea how he does that. Grateful he does, but yeah. That was not bad, it's just I don't get holidays off anymore unless I ask for them off. That must suck a little bit when you're there going, everyone else is watching fireworks and eating hot dogs. This green rain has really done a number on my relatively tidy farm. One of my friends is a nurse in A&E and I'm always wowed by it. Crazy stuff. Yeah. I don't... I'm so grateful those people exist, but I could not be that person. It's going to be me in about 16 hours. It's... Ooh, good luck. Super dark humour moment, but I remember when my friend was training to be a doctor, we got into this pattern where this is really bearing in mind, yeah, we were sort of early 20s, and we kind of used kind of gallows dark humour to get by. Not that obviously I was dealing with the work she did, but I was dealing with some other stuff. And I remember every time I'd meet up with her, I'd always really... It became a running thing of I'd go, so have you killed anyone yet? Which is really awful, because ultimately, at some point, something's going to happen. And then for some reason, at some point, my brain just went, I probably shouldn't ask that again. Like I'd thought, I've run down my statistics appropriately. And one day this is going to be a really awkward conversation, so I just never asked again. But I'm so glad I had the foresight to eventually think, probably shouldn't ask. Yeah, that's okay to ask when she's, you know, very, very new and very, very heavily monitored and hasn't really dealt with many patients at this point. And then I just never did. But I'm more, yeah. Since then, she's told me bits and pieces, you know, obviously not details, but yeah, I don't know how she does it. Imagine she'd said yes. Yeah. I'm so glad I stopped, because eventually she was going to have to say yes, and imagine how awkward that would have been, because just yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of dumb thing you do when you're kind of 20, 21, because you're just there not quite accepting the severity of what somebody is doing for a living. And I mean, what was I doing then? Well, I was a student. I mean, she was a student, but what I mean is I was a student that wasn't really providing much for society at that point. We need to save something for our beloved Harvey. He can have a duck feather. I think he'd like a duck feather. Yeah, we'll go with that. What was I going back here for? There was a purpose. I don't know. Can't remember. Thank you for the hydrate, Nixie. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, we were going to go at the greenhouse. That was it. And then we'll go see Harvey. Anything? Nope. Okay. Some of that stuff is admittedly not getting watered, because I'm lazy and I didn't set up the sprinklers very well. You may not say yes. Reply with, did you loot the body afterwards? I'm going to remember that, because at some point, even, I mean, she's been a doctor quite a long time now. At some point, she's probably going to tell me something. I'm going to be there going, what do I say? And to be honest, she is the kind of friend that will react well if I just go, I'm going to break the tension with something really awful. Oh, Harvey, where you at? Like I said, even before she knew what she was going to do for a living, we always had a very dark sense of humour together. Oh, are you upstairs? I forgot sometimes you do leave your thing. There you are. Would you like... Where is it? A duck feather. That's such a nice gift, thank you. Harvey is quite easily pleased, as long as you don't give him cheese. Harvey looks busy right now. Oh yeah, he's doing radio stuff. We've got him at 10. Okay, he's at 10 hearts. Let's go find the old mariner. Let's get the mermaid pendant. The marriage is on. Soon. Pick your Taylor Swift song of choice. Hello, strange old mariner who just hangs around on the beach. But only on a rainy day. Ah, I can see it in your eyes. There'll be a special someone in your heart. Just so happens I'm selling a mermaid pendant. Give that to your intended and I'll know exactly what you mean. Okay, I wonder if we can give it to him today, or are we going to have to wait till the gifts reset? I don't know. Hey, Anxious Pigeon, how are you doing? Why doesn't the UK celebrate Independence Day? I replied with, for you it's Independence Day, for the UK it's Saturday, in true M. Bison style. I love that. That is a perfect response. Oh, can we not... I'm trying to marry this guy. Surely I should be able to go see him whenever I want. Damn it. Tomorrow it is. What are we going to do the rest of the day? Because we're trying to speedrun marriage, really. Chat, while I'm doing this, I'm trying to think where I would like to go after the stream. Because like I said, I want to go out somewhere with my mum. Because we've been stuck not being able to do much because of a car. And obviously the car isn't fixed, but it's working. I'm trying to think. We both kind of want to do a little bit of clothes shopping. We'd probably like to get food somewhere. And the problem is, I'm not sure if the local city is going to cut it. But on the other hand... Oh wait, we were going to go to the silo. On the other hand, the places I would ideally like to go to... I don't really trust the car can get to. I mean, it might do. But it's going to be one of it. I don't want to end the day in. So anyway, we're stuck on the motorway, the highway. And mistakes were made. So yeah, I'm going to inwardly thinking where we could go. It's going to be a bit late in the day to take a train somewhere. So, I don't know. What should we do while we can't... It's 5 PM. Okay, that ruled out going to the mines. We might just do a little bit of cleanup here. Cause this is going to spread, isn't it? I've seen this before, and then everything gets wrecked. So yeah, we'll probably end up just going to our regular city, which is nice enough. But I suppose that is the curse of going, yay, we got a car back. But it's not quite running how it should. I love that little frogs run away. I want to be able to catch the frogs. Not in a bad, aggressive sort of way. I think I want a frog sanctuary. I think that's what it comes down to. Go a halfway house place. I got confused there. Louis, just saying sort of somewhere kind of at a halfway point? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Options are a little bit limited here. Yeah, frogs raining. That is what I want. I want to be able to look after the frogs. I playfully informed the other day that I greet people like someone's Victorian dad, and I'm okay with this. Ben, I approve, but I hope you're all spiffing. That's way better to be like that than to be boring and just say the same old, same old. We should all adopt saying, I hope you're spiffing. Once upon a time, I'm going to see if I can look up the name of the game. I played a game that was called, what was it called? Something like Your Majesty's Spiffing? No, Her Majesty's Spiffing. That was it. And I'm going to share a link to it on Steam. Oh, it's only, okay, in the UK, it's only £2 on the Steam store at the moment. It is kind of, that's what it is. Her Majesty's Spiffing is a quaint graphic adventure game following the exploits of Captain Frank Lee English and his trusted regional accented colleague Alid, as they travel through the cosmos in search of planets to claim for a new galactic British Empire. I'll say this now, it's not going to be colonialism in a terrible way. It's fun. It's just really, it's silly, it's very tongue-in-cheek. I remember a long time, it's been out for 10 years. I remember writing about it in a work context once upon a time, and yeah. I mean, this isn't what I wrote, but The Guardian said its greatest strengths are a witty script and a wry political edge at cuts, especially post-Brexit vote. In lampooning an isolationist Britain, it's the court jester speaking truth to power. But the key thing is, it's got a lot of spiffing in it. So, yeah, if you were looking for sort of a very cheap game, but it's not going to last you long. It's only going to last you a couple of hours. But it's £2, so I would recommend it. If back then I was streaming, I probably would have streamed it. Yeah, it's got pretty good reviews. A few people have pointed out how it is very short, and it is short. But again, it's £2. Probably don't spend the £10 it would be, but right now it is £2 until it's £2 for another 5 days. I'm going to stop saying £2 all the time. But yeah, do take a look. £2 well spent. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't blame people when they say they spent £10 and it was only a few hours long. But I was impressed. And I mean, ultimately, it's been 10 years since I played it and I still remember it. That's got to be a good sign. Because how many times are there games that you just forget about, like, a month after you played it? Ooh, yes, the place is different to where you are, but not as far as where you wish to go. You can get back from it on public transport if the car goes funny, change of scenery, and less car worry. That makes sense, yeah. Sorry, Lou. My brain is not working as fast as it should, because I didn't sleep well and, yeah, all of the things. But yeah, that could be a good idea. It would be nice to go somewhere a bit different. Because your apple tree wasn't able to grow last... Oh, we need to go clear some rocks or something. Yeah, that's what we need. We just need a change of scenery. And we would... Both of us, there are certain clothes we would like to buy. Ready for the heat wave, really. And we would like to get food somewhere. But that's kind of it, really. So yeah, I might have a look up where we could go. She's going to have a think too. So admittedly, by the time I finish the stream, she might go, should we go here? And I'll go, oh good, I don't have to think anymore. I'm usually pretty good about remembering story stuff. So most games I can somewhat remember. I don't. I'm really bad at it. I mean, last year I did a playthrough of Oblivion Remaster on stream. And I've definitely played Oblivion. I remember playing it when it first came out. Turned out I'd forgotten most of it. There were a couple of bits I remembered, but I'd kind of forgotten a lot of it. But the handy thing was, it meant I got to play Oblivion like a new player. So there's pros and cons. Lewis, I'm going to give you this advice because I like you, and I want you to stay in Pelican Town. If there comes a day you want to ask for someone's hand in marriage, you'll need to give them a mermaid pendant. I got it, Lewis. I'm covered. Don't worry, everyone in Pelican Town understands the significance of amulet. It's an ancient tradition in this region. Good luck. We're ahead. Ooh. Okay, I don't want to sound like a cynic, but my beloved boyfriend has told me to meet them by the railroad tracks. And I'm immediately a little bit, why does he want me to go meet him in a very out of the way place? Should I be worried? Should I? I mean, it's not that kind of game. It'll be fine. I played Elder Scrolls until I saw the spider. Yeah, that's fair. I was very pleased. We raided over to Miss Fadam's last stream, and she started playing Atomfall. And I played Atomfall, but I didn't look at the accessibility options as much as she did. And it covered so many different phobias. You could turn off so many different things, like spiders and rats and a whole bunch of other stuff I hadn't really thought of. And I thought that was a really good thing. It's one of the cons for me, since I remember the story. It's very hard for me to replay a game because I know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. I mean, some games I remember explicitly. Like Final Fantasy VII, I could tell you that story in my sleep. Having said that, there will be certain parts of it I have forgotten. Or kind of, I remember when I get to them, if you see what I mean. Skyrim helped me pretty much overcome my crippling arachnophobia. Oh, that's pretty good. I do remember more of Skyrim than Oblivion. I probably played Skyrim more times than Oblivion, so that might be it. So we need to go meet Harvey by the railroad tracks, and hopefully he won't murder us. Otherwise Stardew is going to take a very dark turn. But first we got to do our chores. Our farmer's life never ends. Broccoli. I will forever remember Soul Reaver. It's imprinted on my soul. I haven't played Soul... Oh, I think once upon a time I rented it and played it for a couple of hours. But that doesn't really count. I do remember a friend really loved it. It was kind of one of those games I always meant to play more of, and then just didn't. That's the other thing, isn't it? There are too many games. Earlier I was looking through my Steam library and realised just how many unplayed games I've got. Which on my plus side means if, finances get even tighter, I don't really need to buy any games for like 30 years. I don't think I'll ever forget anything about Skyrim. I feel like I play it with my eyes closed. Yeah, I can see that. There are definitely going to be bits of Skyrim that I'll have forgotten, but I do remember the general theme. Not as in kill the dragons, but I do remember a lot of it. More than I probably do a lot of other games. That's what we need to get. This tree that magically appeared. Okay, that should... Do I need to chop away at that? I don't know, but we'll find out. Okay, better go meet Harvey in a moment. I tried to play Skyrim. I was one of those lizard chaps and I called myself Pterodactyl. Oh, I love that. I didn't get very far. That is such a cool name, though. I love that imagination. We could have stored the wood, but we don't really need it. Okay. So, we need to have a railroad tracks. There are a few different railroad tracks, so... Where is he going to mean? He's still at his clinic. So I'm guessing he's going to activate a scene rather than he's hanging around. Probably means to kind of go up, maybe? Let's go to town. Actually, I probably took us the wrong way. What do you need? Prismatic jelly or really high quality veg? We'll go high quality veg. We are mostly producing that now. But yeah, it'll be very nice after this stream to go out somewhere. It's kind of, as daft as it sounds, it's a little bit upsetting driving the, you'll drive a car and you'll think, yay, everything's fine, and then you'll feel this judder and you'll be reminded that you got problems, and my car's got problems. But it's still nice to be able to drive it. Yesterday when it was returned, it was nice to... Oh, Harvey, talking of nice, I'll come back to that. How you doing, Harvey? There you are, just in time. Look, here it comes. Oh, he loves trains. Oh no. Oh, a hot air balloon. Marcello's Balloon Rentals at your service. Wait, what? It's all yours for 2 hours. Chat, I think Harvey's going to be romantic. Now, I was told there's a saloon somewhere around here. Yeah, you go see Gus. He'll do you good. I saw an ad in the paper for these balloon rides, and I knew I had to surprise you with one. Aw, Harvey, you're sweet. I didn't expect that. This looks fun. Let's ride. No, we're not going to ask if he's afraid of heights. Let's just go. Having said that, I'm afraid of heights. I don't actually ever want to go in a hot air balloon as an actual person. Okay, you first. Yeah, you would not ever get me in a hot air balloon. Whoa, that was a jump and a half. Oh, Harvey's scared. I don't blame him. Same. Ooh, scenic. Oh, Harvey's still scared. He is truly sacrificing himself for my happiness. We're up so high. Ugh. I wanted to impress you with this, but look at me, I'm a trembling coward. Don't say he's a coward. Well, you've got more than enough courage to make up for me. Hallie, that's part of why I like you. Oh, Hobby. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes and look down. Don't let go of my hand. Now, as he wears glasses, what I would probably do with that amount of fear is I would take my glasses off so everything's really blurry. That might help, rather than, see clearly. Yeah, he's not dealing well. You got this, Harvey. I think I can do it now. Go on, Harvey. You got this. Very nice. Hey, this is incredible. I think I can see Mayor Lewis standing in the town square. There you go, he's calmed down. Gonna go okay. Oh dear, our time's almost up. Hallie, we've known each other for a while now, and Go on, Harvey. Say something sweet. Aww. Okay, I thought he might say I love you. He didn't quite get there, but that's okay. Whoops, our time was up half an hour ago. We better touch down. Touch down slowly, though. That is my fear. That's sweet. That was nice. Let's catch up and chat. Where are we at? I think I'm cursed driving to one area in my town, because whenever I drive there, someone's out to hit my car. Ooh, that's rough. I have a problem that my car, as in the one that has the problem at the moment, has been hit while parked outside my house. What is it? 1, 2, 3 times? Yeah, 3 times. Twice very badly. Once it just lost a wing mirror, but that cost quite a lot to replace because it took out a whole wing mirror. So I feel you. The first time it got hit while it was parked, it was 6 months old. Yeah. And also every time I haven't been in my car. As in it has solely been parked and I've been indoors. The first time it got hit, it was a hit and run as well, which was really frustrating. Anyway, Hannah, I love a random outing like that. I've been craving one, but my poor Disney cat had to have a sudden trip to the vet yesterday, so it's best for me to stay in and save some money. Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah. I hope your cat's doing better now. I know. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm there thinking I shouldn't really spend much money today. But I kind of, when you also get to that point where you can kind of not care. You should care, but you are in a position where you can spend it, but you're there thinking, you just don't care for 5 minutes. Welcome back, Lou. I'm somewhat scared of heights if I look down, but looking across the sky and horizon, I'm pretty okay. So I'd definitely be packing a parachute if I'm in a hot air balloon, no matter how safe it is. Yeah. I'm not afraid of heights, but I went in a hot air balloon as a child right after school did a fire safety talk, so being that close to a roaring fire was not a good time for me. But once I was up there, I loved it. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Oh, I think it might be a mouth abscess. Ooh, that's painful. I'm weirdly worried that my glasses will slide off my face and just fall down, so I always have one hand on it. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, glasses are so essential if you wear them. It would have been a perfect place to propose, wouldn't it? I really wanted... It would have been nice if we had the option to go, hey, mermaid pendant. But never mind. My glasses are really heavy, so my partner bought me these little plastic hook things that slide under the arms and hook over my ears. Ooh, that's a good plan. Hey Homer, don't worry, it was good to see you. Do please get some sleep. And I will catch you soon. One day maybe I will get back to streaming at kind of times of day that work better for people on the American side of the world. Why did I phrase it like that? I don't know. I've been on a balloon ride in Australia. I loved it. Nice. I don't like being in the sky. Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind being on planes or anything. But my thinking is, with a hot air balloon, I can see it feels a little bit fragile and a little bit delicate, and I can see, I don't know, an aeroplane, you're safe, you're kind of cocooned in it. Hot air balloon, it's right there for falling. That is my apprehension. But it's not a debilitating fear of heights, it's just I would call it a healthy awareness that heights can be scary. Obviously I am biased, but I think, it's valid. 4 accidents I've been in, and 3 out of 4 times have been someone hitting me driving to that area. Ooh, that's bad odds. Luckily not injury serious, but Jesus, I've driven for 20 years and I've only had 1 accident outside that area. So it's oddly a lot for that area. Yeah. Outside, I mean, I've had the car be hit while it was parked 3 times. The previous car was hit twice while parked in the same spot. Other than that, I've only ever been in 1 accident while I've been driving, and that was my fault, but it was a long time ago. It was when I was 23, and I was just an idiot. I got blinded by the sun, and instead of stopping appropriately, given what happened after that, I hit a parked car. So maybe it's karma. If I believed in karma, maybe that's how it works. You hit a parked car in your early 20s, and then that means you have your own car hit while parked another 5 times in your life? I don't know. But touch wood, we gotta touch wood, that's the only accidents I've had. Okay, do we just give this to him? Is it going to be one of those annoying things where we've already given a sufficient amount of gifts and then we're going to have wait a whole week? No! Harvey is exclamation marks. I accept. Okay, well, that was quicker than I expected. I'll set everything up. We'll have a ceremony in 3 days, okay? Harvey was here for this. Harvey was pure... Yeah, he was ready. Oh my goodness, I have so much to prepare before the wedding. I'm nervous. I'll be relieved after we're all settled in on your farm. Harvey, we haven't even had a conversation as to whether you're moving in onto my farm, but I guess you are now. That did not feel romantic. Not at all. Just no. Harvey is invested in this relationship. He really is. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Did feel a little bit transactional though. One time it was my fault is basically like 6 months after I got my license. So that was super early. Yeah, that's fair. It's gonna happen. I'd had my license a bit longer than that, but I was still very much an inexperienced driver. And that was the thing, you know, I made a bad judgment call. And luckily nobody got hurt, which is the main thing. And I learnt a lot. And touch wood since then, never had an accident. So I obviously learnt something at least. I think that's kind of part and parcel of being a new driver. It was wonderful looking down, seeing the sunrise travel across the land, wallabies springing along underneath you, and the utter silence of being up in the sky, interspersed with the roar of the burner of the hot air. That sounds wonderful, Lou. That sounds really... Yeah, that wonderful is the word. Harvey's going to be the blushing bride. He is so invested. The commitment phobe in me is going, oh god, he's really into this. Do you think Abigail's got like a duck feather, or is she going to whine like she usually does? She kind of liked it. Yeah, Harvey's truly into me. Ooh, please do, Lou. I would love to see those. Talking of commitment phobes, I've still been conversing with somebody on a dating app, and because of all the car stress and life and just me, to be honest, not particularly engaging with anything, I have been replying each day. I haven't been a total idiot, but I am a little bit worried that it's the timing is off, which I think I've said once before, but also I'm juggling so much right now, and I probably, in hindsight, I reactivated the dating app on Tuesday because I thought, oh, life's settling down because the car's going to get sorted, because I genuinely thought the car was going to get sorted, and now I'm just a bit... Maybe I shouldn't have reactivated the dating app. To be honest, when I reactivated the dating app, I thought, nobody's going to match with me for days. Not in a negative way, but just in that's how it tends to work. I didn't expect somebody to match with me that same day. But, yeah, take it till you make it. When it gets to winter, which is going to be a while off because this is only summer, I'm going to invest so heavily in new tools. I should actually go see how much it would cost. I might do that while it's on my mind. Spoofy, for once we are going to ride you. We need to get to Clint before 4. Ride like the wind. Nope, not there though. Hey, Sephy Duck. Top of a time zone to you. I hope you're having a good time zone, appropriate time of day. That is a truly lovely greeting. I hope you're doing well. I'm having a good time zone. It is morning here. It's 11:15 a.m. And yep, it's a really pleasant day outside, which is good as I'm going to go out in it after this stream. Woohoo! We just made it. That was all I needed to check. So we need 5 iridium bars for every upgrade. Okay, shut up. Look at that timing. I'm very proud of myself. I workshopped it a lot. Streamers Reese. Yeah, it's a good one. When I join a stream, I tend to say good time zone all, but you have upgraded that perfectly. Yeah, it's paid off. Invest heavily in new tools before winter. Are you talking about Stardew or dating? We'll see how things go, Lou. Might just end up that way. I think if it is possible, I'm kind of... a lot of the dating experiences managed to teach me that I'm actually quite happy as me. It's an interesting one, because when I've looked on dating apps, you see people in varying levels of bluntness or desperation, depending on what you want to call it, who are just purely, oh, I really want to meet somebody, they need to meet somebody, which I'm not going to judge, because we all need different things in life. I don't mean desperate in a desperate is the wrong word, because I don't wish to be negative about it, because everyone has different needs in life. And that's the thing, I then kind of look and then think, I'm not. Like, I kind of like my own company, and I'm okay. So it's been an interesting lesson. Because I know certainly I've been on dating apps before, and you do feel that pressure where you're there going, I want to meet people, why is this not going well? And then that's fair too. But I've realised I've been quite, actually it's kind of been affirming. Hey Wit, how are you doing? I know it's morning for you. UK time zone isn't hard to calculate if you're in Western Europe, but it's also to your lovely... Thank you, Sephi. We have a variety of different time zones here. We had somebody earlier where it was 2 a.m. We often have a few Australians. We cover a lot of different time zones. Kind of in awe that we have such a varied community. My friend says you're fiercely independent. That kind of makes dating tricky. Yeah, that resonates. Yeah, funny enough, when I meet up with my best friend when he comes back from Sweden for a week, he is going to be the one I'm going to talk about with that, because he knows me the best, and also he is very honest, not in a harsh way, but he is very honest, and he's going to be a good person to kind of bounce things off of. Dating apps just suck the soul out of you if you're unsuccessful for a while. Yeah, that's what I used to find. And then weirdly, this time round, because I'm not really, 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 really keen to meet somebody, I probably invested myself the wrong amount. Rather than previously, I've invested myself too much, and now I'm probably under-investing. It's a tricky one. 6 a.m. Ooh, even I am very rarely awake at 6 a.m. I'll be awake at 7 a.m, but 6 a.m. on a weekend? That's brutal. I'm always confused. We use the 24-hour clock and don't do a.m. and p.m. It's just past noon, so I think that's 12 p.m. Yep, it's 12 p.m. Yeah, you're good. But I do know what you mean. I'm going to sleep. Oh, well, okay then, 6 a.m. is fine, I think. It's different. It's definitely different. I think in my... Oh, actually I was going to say in my life, I think only twice have I ever seen 6 a.m. because I haven't slept yet. One time I was a student, and to be honest, I was very depressed, and I just stayed up all night playing Counter-Strike. The second time, I was very, very drunk, and I basically drank through the night with a friend. Don't do that. I mean, ideally do not, but okay. I'm not judging, I've just realised the only 2 times I've been awake till 6 a.m. have not been for healthy reasons. Sweet, sweet insomnia. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's not... That's neither of the things I said, that is worse in many ways. So to be clear, the logical progression is 11 a.m, 12 p.m, and then 1 p.m. Why doesn't my AM and PM switch the same time we loop round? That is a good point, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because it is kind of... I've never thought of that before. But yeah, why does it go 12 PM and then 1 PM? Yeah, you'd think it would go 12 AM then 1 PM, wouldn't you? Is there ever a healthy reason to be awake till 6 AM? That's a good point. Maybe? There's got to be one somewhere. I don't know what it is, but there must be something. That's why I switched to night shift. I was like, I'm awake. Might as well get paid while I'm awake. If you're making my... Yeah. And hopefully you get paid more for working night shifts. I hope so, at least. You do. Perfect. That is... Yeah. I kind of wouldn't be adverse to working really early or really late. I think the latest I used to work till was about 10 PM. That was okay. I used to get up at 6 AM to commute to work. I'd also go to sleep on time, but staying up until 6 AM is harder. Yeah, I bet. Give me back. Yep. We didn't want to move a statue. We're just tidying up the farm while we're killing a bit of time, because the wedding is soon. We're going full Taylor Swift on this. I can stay up till 6 AM easier than I can wake up at 6 AM. Like, so much easier. Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? There are two camps of people. There's the people that, well, like Whit Poetry. Having said that, I used to be a night owl, and now I'm a morning person, and I kind of miss being a night owl. I don't fully know what happened. Well, I do. I think it was for Crohn's diagnosis. Before I had Crohn's, and before I started on my meds, I was very much a night person. I'd be up till 2, 3 AM without much bother. Now I can't do it. Now I end up going to bed by 10 PM at the latest. And then I'm awake about 7 AM. And yeah, it's weird. I kind of like the mornings now because they're really quiet and usually there are a few people about. But it is weird. Just weird how much I've changed. And you roughly did it during Friday night where me and my boys would all camp at my friend's house to play Dota or COD. Yeah, I like that. I've certainly done that when I've gone to LANs and things a long time ago. Where, yeah, you wouldn't sleep. Or I remember once I went to a LAN and then it was a whole 3-day event and I left to go to work for a few hours. Oh, apple tree is disrupted. And then went straight back. I don't know how little I slept for that weekend, but I know I was definitely awake for like 36 hours. But that was a very long time ago. That was like, I don't know, I was about 19, 20, and I think you can do that when you're 19 or 20. Thank you for a follow. We have anonymous follows, but welcome in. Good to have you. I'm a night owl. I'll always be a night owl regardless of what my current normal schedules. Yeah, that's fair. I wish I was a morning person. There are advantages to being a morning person, but I do miss the night. I was an evening person, and I dated a couple of people in the US, so I got up early and had to be nice and perky, so I trained myself. So then I was a morning and evening person, but not an afternoon. Did you end up sleeping through the afternoon? I'm not judging. I think that's the only way I would survive being a morning and evening person. Yeah, I'm old, and I'm barely a person at any time of the day. I feel that. Afternoon nap sort of thing. Yeah, I would have thought so, because you were not sleeping. I can easily slip into my night owl schedule, but I know it's bad for me, so I try not to do it. Yeah. For me, I'm pretty good on my schedule. I'm very... Like I said, I think I work at my best, not as in actual work, but just as in operate at my best, if I go to bed between 9 and about 9:30 PM, like an old person, and then I'm awake by about 6:30 to 7 AM. That is the optimal. In reality, I don't want to do that all of the time because life. Yeah, there are other things I need or want to do, so it doesn't always work out that way. And I can absolutely do late nights, particularly late when I've been on vacations or whatever. We'll stay up till 1 o'clock quite easily, but I couldn't. It's not sustainable. I get most of my fatigue during the day, so I need my naps during the day. Same. That is it for me. I find, which is also I think why I've become a morning person, my best energy levels are early morning. Like, it is all downhill from about midday. There's a reason why I stream a lot in the mornings, is what I'm getting at. Because my peak is morning, and I kind of hit a low, depending on the day. Depends if it's a really good day or not. But the low definitely hits kind of early afternoon onwards. And there is often an afternoon nap, whether I like it or not. Because sometimes it's nice to have a nap, sometimes it's just annoying, and you think, I've wasted time, I could be doing something else. I stay up till early morning, then sleep afternoon. That makes sense. Because, yeah, that means you... That's the thing, when you're dealing with chronic fatigue, you've got to find the time of day that works for you. Because, yeah, I think that's why I became a morning person. It was just a necessity of realising that's when works for me. But I do miss being a night owl. Whose birthday is it? Sam's. We don't know Sam massively well, but we're going to give him something. Actually, we better get rid of that tree, actually, too. That's starting to impose a bit. I sadly forgot how sleeping works. I'm really piss poor at it. Yeah, that's hard. That's where routine is so essential, but it's really hard to get into that routine. 11 till 4 is my ouchie body time. Oh, that's rough. No, it's not a vanilla thing. It is... What's the name of the mod? Hold on. I shall find you the name of the mod. We don't have many mods installed. It is... I'm trying to think which one it's probably... It's going to be UI Info Suite 2. I'll stick a link in chat. Because we only have 6 mods installed. We have... Hold on. Wrong window. Well, actually, one of them is console commands. Basically, that mod just sets everything else up. But there's also NPC map locations. So every time we go on the map, we can see where everyone is located. So you don't have to wander around finding things. You know, it's annoying going, hey, where's so-and-so gone? And there. Save backup, that just automatically backs up all your saves once per day into its folder, so that's just backup. We have a skip for fishing minigame, because the minigame was messing up my joints, because I have some joint issues because of my Crohn's disease, and I just wasn't enjoying it. I went without the fishing mod for about 20 hours, and I just lost the will to live. Not quite, but you know what I mean. But UI Info Suite 2 adds kind of random useful information, like the birthdays and if it's a good luck day. It just kind of saves you having to look at the calendar. And finally, which is the cheaty one, but I don't care, we installed an elevator for the Skull Cavern. Because I did a ton of a Skull Cavern legitimately. And one day, life was a bit hard, and I just went, you know what? I want to win. I want to get to that bottom of that Skull Cavern, and... that's what we did, and I have absolutely no regrets because it was fun. Generally install any mods to make the game more inclusive to my queer lifestyle, but that one seems not... Oh, that is good. I'm glad there are mods for that. Because it is, yeah, I can see how this game could do with a bit more inclusivity to it. Worst part of vanilla is not knowing where the heck the NPCs are. Yeah, absolutely. It's just an annoying time-wasting thing. Just a lot of... Wait, we were meant to be keeping the gold ones. Did I just sell a bunch of gold ones because I wasn't paying attention? Probably. Anyway, we got a few days. It'll work out. I want to go give stuff to people, so that would do. To be game is fairly inclusive. The non-binary mod just makes sure everyone uses they, them. I mean, you can enter the bathhouse whichever way you like. Oh, I like that. That is good. I don't know why they don't have an elevator in the Skull Cavern. They do me. Oh, it sucks. It just feels like it's being hard for the sake of it. Well, polyamory mod mostly makes sure you don't get the everyone gets jealous of it. Ooh, I like that. I'm having a recovery brain wobble. I'm so bored of having to take it easy. I know I have to. I'm just tired and metaphorically stamping my feet. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. I know there's nothing I can say to kind of magically improve that, but I do know how that feels. Not for the same length as you're at, but I had a rough feeling. Thank you, Wit. I am hydrated. Perfect timing. You might know, I'm just going to grab an antihistamine because I swear I'm a little bit congested and I don't know why. Hydration break, everyone. Treat it like the World Cup. Hey, everyone have a drink. Yes. I think I just needed to say it out loud. Yeah, Lou, I get that. That's... You were getting there, you were doing admirably, but also it really sucks that you're there. Yeah, I had that a bit last weekend. Was it Saturday or Saturday? I was just really, really grumpy because I was fed up with my ankle and some other stuff, but right that second, my ankle, and I just want to do everything normally and do everything I want to do, and I remember I got really grumpy and, to be honest, was not the best company to be around for my poor mum. And I just needed to clear it from my system, and it got better. And weirdly, the last few days, my ankle has been a lot better. So I assume it was kind of a tipping point of I just needed to be grumpy because it sucks. So, Lou, I'm glad you voiced it, but it's something. What do we got here? Oh, hi Hallie. Sebastian and I were just having a little jam session. Sebastian, I don't think really likes me. He's not very chatty to me. We're trying to start a band, but we still don't know what kind of music to make. There's too many possibilities. Say, Hallie, what kind of music do you like? Okay, well this could go a while. I'm very varied. And sympathy to you, Chulu. It sucks. Yeah, music taste-wise, cheerful pop music. I like cheerful pop music. I also like experimental noise rock. I don't entirely know what experimental noise rock is, but I do like rock. I like high-energy dance music. I'm not so keen on honky-tonky country music. I will say that now. I think for Sam and Sebastian, I don't... Because basically they're asking what they should play. They're asking what kind of music I like, but I think they're kind of looking for inspiration. I don't think they want to do cheerful pop music. I don't think that's their kind of thing. I think they would be more likely to want to do experimental noise rock. Certainly looking at Sebastian. So we're going to say that, even though I lean towards probably dance music or pop music. Hey, you know what? There we go. That's exactly the kind of style I've been thinking about for the band. What do you say, Sebastian? Should we do this? Okay. Thanks for the help, Hallie. With my guitar skills and Sebastian's wizardry on the synthesizer, we're going to be a screaming success. I'm convinced of it. Now I just need to find someone to play drums. I think Sam is having a good birthday. How you doing, Vincent? I want to look for bugs, but Mum gets mad when I'm all dirty. It's a tough choice. Vincent is smiling in the way that a kid who was going, I'm going to go look for bugs and I'm going to get into trouble, and I don't care. Kemp. Oh, it's a bad day. I lost a lot of friends in battle. What's sad is I can't even remember their faces. Oh, what should we give him some jam? Hey now, this is a really great gift, thanks. Yeah, sorry about the PTSD. It was awkward. Have some honey, Jody. Thank you, this makes my day really special. Did you wipe your boots off before coming in? Sorry, I just cleaned the floor. But you're always welcome in here. Oh, Jodie's going to tell us off if we bring dirt in, isn't she? Hey, Sam. Sam's busy. Would you like some honey for your birthday? You remembered! Now that's what I'm talking about. Have some strawberry jam to remind you of blood. Lou went dark. That how did I not think of that? That was really... Yeah, that was suitably dark. The other day I was in a store with my mum and they had Cards Against Humanity and they had a family version of Cards Against Humanity. Family version did actually make quite a lot of sense. It wasn't... It sounded odd, but it worked. Oh, Sebastian hated it, okay. But anyway, so my mum was saying, what's Cards Against Humanity like? I've only actually ever played Cards Against Humanity once. I played it with Crafton and his lovely wife when I was at TwitchCon last year. Crafton learnt quite quickly how dark a sense of humour I have when I want to, and crucially when I want to win Cards Against Humanity. I don't express that level of dark humour here, or most places, because, you know, dark humour is something you have to use very carefully, and sometimes sparingly. But I went all in with Cards Against Humanity with Crafton, and I think I probably blew Crafton's mind. And I won, because the key thing is, they both thought the stuff was really funny. But anyway, so my mum was saying, oh, what's Cards Against Humanity like? And I just kind of went, it's really dark. And she went, I kind of like dark. And I made a few sort of suggestions of what kind of jokes are used in it. And she went, nah, not that dark. Yeah, that was, no, okay. And that was when I quietly went, yeah, we're never going to play Cards Against Humanity. I know to lots of people playing Cards Against Humanity with your mother would be horrific. But my mum is usually very open-minded, but I don't think she realised how dark my sense of humour could go, so we'll just never find out. That's fine. Unleash the dark side, unleash it all. Yeah. I really like my time playing Cards Against Humanity. I would happily play it again, with the right people. I think there would be certain people you'd play it with and you'd think, oh, you got issues. Presumably it's going to keep tracking. Yeah, we got one. Just thinking, have we got any in storage? But I guess we haven't harvested them, so we wouldn't care. And chat, while stuff is ticking along, I'm going to have a quick bite of my protein bar, because I didn't take a break, and I want a bit of my protein bar. If it will open, it won't open. It is a peanut butter and jam one, or jelly, whatever you want to call it, from a company called Vive. Not sponsored, by the way. Heaven forbid I would be sponsored. They are tasty. They're not packed with protein, but they are very nice and quite high in fibre. Hey, mister. Let's grab a hat. Another hat just fell. Thank you, Measure. I hope you're doing well. I've tried Vive before. I really like the Vive ones. They're, like I said, but not perfect on the protein. This one's only 10 grams of protein. But it's very high in fibre. Yeah, or what's basically a chocolate bar. Yeah, it's 7 grams of fibre, which is pretty good. And they're really nice. So it's like kind of like having a treat with a hint of healthy. I played Cards Against Humanity with my mother and in a large group. So I purposefully played bad and soft, meanwhile she was winning. That's probably a good strategy. I played Cards Against Humanity with my brother and his wife, and all my responses were exclusively gross and sexual in nature. I mean, it is that rare card game, but you need it to be in a safe place, don't you? You need to know the people well. There are people I utterly love spending time with, I would never play Cards Against Humanity with. But, yeah, you gotta read the room correctly. I think, to be honest, because it was my first time playing, I just didn't think to read the room. I think I just got slightly competitive and went a little bit, how dark can I get? But luckily it was the right audience. Oh, no, we don't want that. And great, just did character creation for the Star Wars RPG campaign my partner's going to run. Oh, that sounds great. Sounds good fun. I've also played my boss and work team and did not want to do well there either. No, I definitely wouldn't. Not in my workplace. That could go very badly. Yeah. The family one did actually look quite fun. It was an interesting idea that somebody went, we should have a family version of this. But yeah, it looked, the kind of suggestions on the box were very fart-based, is probably the best way of putting it in, kind of gentle humour, but it's still going to be kids that are going to go, hoo, I'm getting into trouble, I'm saying these things, that kind of thing. I might potentially remember it for, my friend has a few kids that I'm always trying to buy good presents for, and I might consider that for a present for them. My mate did a Star Wars RPG campaign and had a character called Bra Bra Jinx. That's amazing. Did we get any gold? No, we didn't. Okay. We shall sell then. So we're waiting to get married. That is it. All eyes are on marriage. How is the dinosaur egg going, actually? I think we might have a dinosaur in time. Oh, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Or we could kind of hang around for a few hours and wait for the... Yeah, we're going to hang around. I haven't really got anything that specific to do. We'll do a little bit of maintenance. Side note, Vive bars are very chewy, but they are very nice. Quietly there going, how can I get sponsorship so I get to eat Vive bars every stream? That would be useful. We have a ridiculous amount of wood, so I'm not too fussed about keeping it. Chat, what are you planning on eating today? What have you already eaten today? Anything good on the horizon? Please make sure it's more than just a protein bar. I might be better off seeing the dinosaur in the morning, because I think it's going to wake up and go straight to sleep. Well, hatch and then go straight to sleep. I have an almond croissant waiting for me once I finish my work stuff. Bribery. I like it. You're bribing yourself. This is how I get things done. I'll be there going, you can't eat this really nice treat until you do whatever by this time. And honestly, you can't beat bribery. You can go down the path of, well, it's what I should do, and it turns out that doesn't motivate you as much as bribery. I had a bacon roll. Ooh, nice. I cooked roast beef yesterday, so a roast beef sandwich later and cereal after. That's a nice amount of protein, good flavours. I approve. I toddler myself through adulthood. It works, yeah. But that's what I do. It just works well. I don't know what I'm going to eat later today, because it's going to depend on where I end up going. But I'm definitely going to have something, as in, I don't want to cook. I want to treat myself to something nice. I don't know what. I mean, pizza is always a good go-to. But, I have to have a think. Usually, the local sandwich place does a lot of really good options. And they change the menu up every week. And I feel really mean to say this, that's what we need then. They haven't... This week they've just stuck with kind of things they often do, and nothing has quite caught my eye. We've learnt to make super meal. Picked up this recipe overseas. Enjoy. Want to say thanks for making me feel welcome. Aw, thank you, Kent. Hello there, dear. I hope your farm's doing well. I'm sending you a little something from my kitchen. I hope it didn't crumble in the mail. Evelyn has sent us bread. Evelyn is now my favourite. But yeah, the local place just hasn't really done anything that's made me want to rush there, which is good, because money. I love Evelyn. I'm slowly, not quite warming to George, but kind of understanding why George is how he is. But I am occasionally left thinking, Evelyn deserves better. I'm worried she's not living her best life. Anything to pick? Not a lot. Anything gold stars? No. Oh. Do watering of the stuff out. Oh, there is corn. Oh, that's gold star. Good. Yeah, I just worry a little bit for Evelyn. I think we're going to put all of the gold star veggies in one separate chest so I don't get lost. Oh, the building's full. Oh no, we're going to have to get rid of something. How do we get rid of something? We'll see if it's just a matter of clicking and oh, I've got to get rid of someone. We can't get rid of Genital. Genital is we're going to get rid of Void Bows. I'm sorry, Void Bows. You're going, hey Ozzy, how are you doing? But I like in a snow festival where she talks about it being special to her because it was her and George's first date. Oh, I know. I mean, you talk to George and he's just grumpy about the cold and thinks it's a waste of time. That makes me reset. Yeah. I mean, I can understand why George is how he is, because it's, I don't think he's dealt with his disability well, and I don't blame him. I can only imagine how awful it would be. But it's a shame that, he has Evelyn being so supportive and being there for him, and he can't see a little bit of positivity. Even on certain days. I mean, he's totally entitled to have days where he's grumpy and days where he's happy. But I wish he had some happy days. Good, good. Just got home from work. About to jump in my shower. No worries, Ozzy. It's good to have you here. Her work was okay. We have a new baby lizard. What are we going to call the lizard, chat? What ideas have you got? Any suggestions? What would be a cool kind of dinosaur name? King Gizzard. Kind of like Larry. Goober. Lizard. Yeah, weirdly, Lou, I was thinking lizard for lizard. Larry Lizard might be quite nice, but again, I kind of like Goober, and I don't think King Gizzard's going to fit, but let's see. It will fit, okay. Ooh, even with a... Oh. Leisure Suit Lizard. Trongo. Ah, oh, can we type in Leisure Suit Lizard? Okay, Leisure Suit Lizard it is. That is it. Oh, look at that cute little dude. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go dude in the asexual way, non-binary. That was it, not asexual. My bad. Non-binary way. Leisure Suit Lizard. Look at them. They're so cute. We did get Leisure Suit Lizard by killing about 15 dinosaurs in the caves. We're not going to tell them that. Hey, Sordeo! Happy America Blow Stuff Update. Happy America Blow Stuff Update, indeed. I hope you got a good weekend ahead of you, Sordeo. Hope you don't have to do any work or anything. Look how cute he is. That's such a cute little lizard. Nobody mentioned that Void Bowels doesn't live here anymore. It wasn't even like I went out my way to sell Void Bowels. It's just we happened to come across them. And I thought, yeah, I'm not overly attached to Void Bowels. So sometime soon, when that dinosaur grows up, we're going to have a dinosaur egg, which we can turn into dinosaur mayo, which is one of the things we need for the Jojo Mark quest. So we're slowly chipping away at some objectives. It's definitely a bit of a grind, but we are going to get married any moment, so that should help too. That's where I put it. Okay, let's put all of the gold stuff. Oh, not you. In there, so nothing gets mixed up. I don't know if we're going to get here, get to that aim, but we're going to give it a good try. I'm keen to collect some tickets. It occurred to me, we sorted out that marriage, my wedding with Harvey. Have we gone back to visit him since? No. I might not be the best of people. You should probably go say hi. We are getting married to him after all. Chat, make sure you hydrate regularly. It's summer for many of us. It's getting hot. I'm really happy. Oh, Harvey is so obsessed with us. This was always my secret wish. I'm worried we're not going to be... Oh, wait, what was... What? Why did he just shake? Are we hugging him, or... Oh, we're kissing. Oh, fair. Okay, we're just doing general... He keeps kissing my hand. Oh, Harvey is so into us. feel like we're doing something illicit out the back of the doctor's surgery. What can we give him? We haven't really got anything he'd like. What if he'd like mayonnaise? Yeah, he did. Cool. That was how we rewarded him for all the intimacy. We gave him mayonnaise. Let's give some mayonnaise over this way so they don't notice what we just did. This is a super gift. Thank you. Sorry, I was just thinking about some gadgets I'm making. See you later. I'd be okay with mayonnaise. I'm writing a birthday message board for someone online. I'm so triggered that as a style option you can put a board around your message that's at a slight angle. Oh, not a slight angle. Oh no. No slight angles. There you go. We're just giving everyone mayonnaise. What's a healthy young person like you doing here? I wish. Oh, you're just going to keep saying that. Okay. Not really fussed about those quests, but I wonder if we have any cutscenes to activate. Let's give George some mayonnaise. Thanks. Want to watch the TV with me? Not really. Nah. No, nobody else home. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a socialising day. We're gonna try and charm people with mayo. I hear that is the route to a person's heart. Mayonnaise. This is cool. Thanks. Thanks, Alex. You look like you're getting in some good shape this summer. Oh, thank you. All that farm work is paying off, huh? You want ice cream? Yeah, we'll get ice cream. We'll give it to somebody. We could give it to Clint. Clint, would you like some ice cream? This is a fun gift. Thanks. I heard Emily has a friend who lives in the desert. Do you know anything about her? Clint, don't be weird about Emily. I wonder if she's oh, Clint. Clint really needs more character development. He needs to be less Clint. Haley? Mayonnaise? For me? Thank you. If you stay in the sun a lot, it'll make your hair lighter. It's a good thing to know. See, we're getting to know people, chat. We're doing a bit of socialising. We're trying our best. Okay, we got a whole bunch of full hearts. Gus is pretty close. That might be nice to max out. And Evelyn. And Lewis. Yeah, we're doing pretty well, aren't we? Most people like us quite a lot. Yeah, not too bad. These ones less so. But I'll take it. We're doing okay. The author is really into Clint Max. Yeah, I'm really hoping that next update does good things for Clint. He feels... I mean, obviously he's irritating, and then you're just there thinking, I don't know, I want to see some character development. I want to see more from Clint. Reb, what is wrong with you? Oh, hi, Reb. There's an amazing furry Clint mod. What a way to say hi. How are you doing, Reb? I hope you're feeling a little bit better now and in a bit less pain. Hey, Patsy. Hey, Free Cat Dude. How are you all? I feel Clint needs to come out as Pam. That would work, yeah. Why have I had... About 5-10 minutes ago, I had a notification on my phone from Nando's. Just telling me to get Nando's, basically. And I've just had another one, and you think, what's going on, Nando's? Stop. Yeah, 5 minutes apart. Nando's, stop trying to get my attention. I don't think I need the... I like Nando's. I don't need extra encouragement. Would you like some mayo? Thank you. I'm feeling a positive energy from this gift. Emily, stay clear of Clint. He's been extra weird. I consider the bees and butterflies to be my special friends. I feel shut down. I'm sorry, Reb. It was the way you'd obviously been lurking and then it was, hey, here's some weird furry Clint mod. And I was a bit, Reb, you okay, dude? Discord DM you the mod. It's safe for work, but it might change your life. Okay, we will give it a go at some point. We'll probably then immediately disable it, but we will have a look. Probably Monday stream. I think there's another one you sent me too. Okay, we'll try them all. We'll have a weird Monday mods day. Who needs dating apps when you have Nan? Exactly, and yeah, I like Nando's. Burger King is spamming me. I had that last week, Lou. I had the Uber Eats app kept going, do you want Burger King? No. Do you want Burger King? No. While I was quietly going, yeah, I kind of would, but you're a crazy price and you're not even as good a quality as you should be for the price. I'm okay, Patsy. Bit up and down. Streaming has helped a lot, so that's been really good. I hope you're doing okay. I'm alright. Ain't 100% healed yet, but it seems to be getting better. Good. Getting better is something. Miracle recovery, where you suddenly feel yourself overnight, is the dream, but the reality is bit by bit. Bit like my ankle, really. My ankle is steadily... It's doing okay, it's just every time I look at it, I think, are you doing okay? Or am I just being optimistic? Jody, have the last of my mayonnaise. Freshly made a few days ago. It is, thank you, Patsy. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see if it was going to activate anything. It felt like we haven't wandered in there for a while. I'm annoyed. I've somehow become the point person for inquiring after my mother with her hospital and surgery thing. Despite being in a different country and not being one of her emergency contacts due to... Oh, that's annoying. I hope she's doing a little bit better today. But yeah, that's annoying. You shouldn't be the point person when you're in that situation. That is not helpful. Thank you. The pain is significantly less, so that's something already. That's good, because that sounded awful earlier in the week. And I mean, I'm used to my fair share of pain, but that sounded awful. Yeah. I think anything that's kind of in your face, I was going to say in your head, but I don't mean in that horrible psychological way. I mean literally in your head. Any pain in that area is next level horrifying. I think that's why anything kind of dental is particularly not nice. And I know once, quite a few years ago now, I had an ear infection, which... Ear infections are bad enough, but what I had was something called mastoiditis, which is... What is it? It's basically, there's a specific part of your ear. The key thing was... It was the worst pain I've ever had. Okay, it's a bacterial infection of the mastoid bone, which is directly behind your ear. And the key thing is, it's one of those kind of infections. If you get it, and then you don't do anything for a bit, it's going to spread to your brain. You're going to die. Basically, that was what I was told. Because I went to the GP, and I went as soon as I could, because it was agony. And then they just went... Yeah, what happens if it doesn't get, if you leave it unattended and don't have antibiotics is, first you lose your hearing, then your face starts getting paralysed, and then you tend to end up with a bad abscess in your brain. And mastoiditis was the worst pain I've ever had. It was just being alive, it hurt. But if I just moved my head a tiny, tiny bit, it was agony. And I remember when I was starting to feel a little bit better, I would be lying down because I couldn't sit up, and I'd try to play a game, or actually, no, I remember I just tried to watch something on my phone, and the sheer fact that I felt emotion immediately made the side of my face tense up, and it was agony. And Yeah, I've never had anything like that before or since. And I go through a lot of pain with Crohn's. It's not a competition, but what I'm saying is I'm no stranger to regular pain, and it was a whole. I never want that again. That was pure nightmare fuel. Um, and also the sheer fact that, yeah, I went to see this GP who famously is a really horrible GP who will most of the time just tell you to get a grip, and he's a very old school doctor who he retired a couple of years ago. But he's a monster of a doctor. And the sheer fact he went, oh no, you need these heavy duty antibiotics. Otherwise, if it gets any worse, you need to go straight to A&E because you're going to die. Because again, he really did say that because he had no bedside manner. So he was just quite happily going, you're going to die if you don't get this sorted. Yeah, would not recommend it. Anyway, that was a total ramble of me just remembering agony. My sister and her youngest are deaf and regularly have or had ear issues. They both deal with pain in next level ways, which isn't a good. Yeah, ear pain. Ear pain and dental pain is a whole different level of. Do not recommend. Mastoiditis. I've had 2 mastoidectomies. They're bad to leave unattended. Ooh, that's rough. I'm glad I only have ever had it once. That was bad enough. That was plenty bad enough. I think I just got really unlucky. Which I suppose to an extent is how you get these things. It's just bad luck some other time. But luckily the antibiotics worked for me. I can't remember how many. I was on the most antibiotics I think I've ever been in my life. Anyway, sorry Patsy. It's not bad really, but I wonder why the other 2 people who she put as emergency contacts, one is her partner, the other her pretty much foster son, cannot think to call the hospital to inquire after her, and me having to do that. Yeah, that sounds unfair. That sounds very unbalanced. It sounds like they could do pulling their weight a little bit. So I'm sorry that's happening, Patsy. That can't be nice for you at all. Okay, I'm going to go inspect how long things are taking, because we're waiting for a little dino to grow up, so then they can provide eggs. How is the H and fruit going? 3 days. Sadly, we need 5, so it's quite a long way. How is the wine doing? Yeah, we're in a bit of a holding pattern, but I think the wedding is going to be tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. No worries, Lou. I'm sorry your brain's not being kind to you. Do you have as kind and gentle as a weekend as you can, and hopefully see you Monday. But take care, Lou. If you can, treat yourself to something nice. Just do something to be kind to yourself. All the hugs. My mum seemed okay. She's just woken up yesterday evening, a few minutes after I'd inquired if she was out of surgery yet. Briefly spoke with her after they called me back. That took a lot of anxiety. Oh, that's really good. I'm glad. That's something at least. At least now it sounds like it's kind of up the logistics admin side of things. But yeah, everyone send Lou good wishes, hugs. Lou, I hope things feel a bit better soon. You've got this, but I know how awful it is to recover from things. Are we getting married in the morning? Yeah! Wedding day, chat! We're marrying Harvey because we love him and not because it was convenient. Harvey seems nice. When Hallie first arrived in Pelican Town, no one knew if she'd fit in with our community. Oh. That doesn't feel as warm as it could. But from this day forward, Hallie's going to be as much a part of this town as any of us. Wait a minute, Lewis is saying we didn't really fit in for 4 years until we chose to marry Harvey. I don't know if I like that. That feels a little bit insular, a little bit not quite as friendly as it could be. It's my great honour on this day 19 of summer to unite Hallie and Harvey in the bonds of marriage. He's nice and has a stable income. You could do worse. Yeah, I could. Let's get right to it. Yeah, I mean, Harvey's a nice guy. Harvey. You may kiss. Don't you mean, yeah. You may kiss. Yeah. Who are we kissing? Bride, groom? What are we doing? Hey! All the confetti. Oh, look at the dance! Life is going to be different from now on. Oh god, my fear of change has suddenly gone. Oh my god, imagine if somebody just went, life's going to be different from now on, and you think, ugh. But the future looks bright. Oh, thank god. Good. We've married a doctor, chat. Many people would see that as end goals. The wedding was wonderful, wasn't it, dear? This is the happiest moment of my life. I do think Harvey loves us more than we do him. That is my only concern. We are very career focused. I think Harvey really, really, really loves us. It's a little bit awkward. I love Mary. Mary is such a positive ball of energy. She's nice to you for monitoring. Routine for her anyway, and it was major 6-hour surgery. So hopefully she'll be out sometime this afternoon and back to normal. Oh, that's good, Patsy. That sounds good and positive. I'm glad, because that must have been a worry. I too married Harvey, but one time I played any length to get anywhere in Stardew. Back in the olden days of it. Yeah, we put off marriage for a long time, and then I just thought, what haven't we done in this game yet? And I thought, marriage. We'll probably move on to kids. I need to check what we need to do for that. I mean, I know what we do for that in life. Don't know in Stardew. Your worth is only derived from your ability to marry into the community and assimilate. That's how it felt. Yeah, I thought I've been here a long time. I've offered a lot to this place. And then it turns out they only care now I've married the doctor. I felt a little bit mean. I should have married a doctor. I was too oblivious to realise she was much more serious than I was. Sorry, I'm left Aussie going. I laughed and then I suddenly thought, wait, is that what actually happened? Having said that, haven't we all had times where you look back and think, that one probably would have been a better bet than what happened? I remember once years ago. Alright, I see the children thing just happens randomly. That makes sense. Yeah, years ago I was leaving my city to move elsewhere. And I met up, I walked into the shop that I used to work at and met up with a guy who I'd known pretty well. And I was with my mum. And he looked quite nervous. He was really chatty and friendly, and he was really nice to my mum too. And then he just went, "Oh, could I have your number so we can keep in touch?" And I went, "Yeah, that's fine." And I thought nothing of it. And then the way he then started talking more and more about meeting up and things, and how it'd be nice to meet up for a drink or food and everything. And I was just going, "Yeah, sure. When I come back, that'd be good." While thinking, probably never will. And then it wasn't until a while afterwards that my mum was there going, "You do realise he asked you out? And crucially, he asked you out in front of me." That must have taken a huge amount of confidence to do that. And, nerve. And I was a bit, I thought he was just being friendly. And in hindsight, he was a really nice guy, and I probably should have. Not as in I should have. What I mean is, I think I missed a good opportunity there, because it probably would have been quite nice. But never mind. It's okay, we're good friends still. Oh, that's good, Lizzie. That's something at least. Yeah, Baconi, I should have given it. It was oblivious. I didn't even kind of realise that was what he was getting at. And how many times I think probably have we all had moments where you don't realise? You just kind of, it goes flying over your head until like 6 years later or whatever. There have been other times where I've also looked at men and gone, oh, that was an opportunity. My bad. George, figured I'd give you this recipe I had lying around. Try not to burn it. We can make spicy eel now. Gus has sent us a taco. A fish taco. I love Gus. So many times. Yeah. Just, Hindsight is a wonderful thing. I think that's the thing. We are all very good at ignoring red flags, but we're also pretty good at ignoring green flags. It works both ways. I also think Haley is... Oh, Reb. Not to be confused with our own beloved streamer. Thank you, Reb. I'm very good at being in my own head, yeah. Or I'm just oblivious. Where I just don't... I suppose it's that thing where I think, oh, wait a minute, do people see me like that? Oh, I thought they were just being friendly. I'm not good at spotting the difference, but I think most of us aren't, really. I think that's probably why my mum tried to kind of nudge me in, he asked for your number right in front of me. I think, yeah, there's an opportunity there, and I just went, nah, you're wrong. And then, nah, I am fairly confident she was right. Because he was always very eager to hang out. When we worked together, stuff like we'd go out for a work night out and go for a meal or something, and he would always be, oh, I'll walk you back to your car. And he was a perfect gentleman about it. You know, wasn't weird about it. He just wanted, you know, was always, oh, no, I'll walk you back to the car. And, you know, I'll check you back safely, that kind of thing. And, hey, little Dino. Look at little leisure suit hanging around outside. He is so cute. Story of my life, yeah. I try to see the best in people, and I think I can fix or help everyone. I finally realised that's not my job. Oh, I do that too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still working on that. I learnt a very hard way. You can't fix people unless they want the help. And also, you shouldn't lose yourself because you're so busy trying to fix them. Or not even, you know, trying to help them. You got to also look out for you. Otherwise, it can all get very unbalanced and not good. I'm going to be lazy and just trash something because why the hell not? My partner and I were housemates for years before figuring out we were in love. Our families already knew. Aw, it's really sweet. And also utterly oblivious. I think that's the thing. The outside perspective can help so much. But only if you actually pay attention. So that's very nice. Have we got any yellow? We have? Okay, let's drop that off. I don't know, but I'd like to think that Harvey does actually help out on my farm at some point, because otherwise... I want to suggest he's lazy, but I could do some help. Yeah, we're up to 10. How many days have we got left? 10. We're fine. Yeah, I kind of want all hands on board here. Not good, shoots. I also have not allowed it to be an excuse anymore for me to be treated like shit because I have deeply seated mommy issues they don't want to fix themselves. Yeah, that... right down to that smiley you put at the end of that sentence. I'm with you. Because, yeah, it's... My motto tries to be... Yeah, with whatever the problem somebody is dealing with, that might be an explanation as to why they're acting that way, but it should never be an excuse. Because that's... You shouldn't use it as... Yeah, we've all got so much emotional baggage and so many other things going on in our life. Nobody's there going, I've had the perfect life. Nobody has. And the older you get, the less likely you've had the perfect life, because life doesn't work like that. But yeah, so it should always be an explanation. So you can go, oh, you're acting like this because, you know, your upbringing taught you this was okay. That's not an excuse for being like that, because you should also have learnt not to do it. Well, for instance, both my parents came from not perfect background, not the worst backgrounds, but my mum has told me stuff about her upbringing, and I used to hear stuff from my dad where you can think, that's not healthy, that's kind of toxic in its way. And what they luckily did was, they grew up, then they chose to have a child. Well, actually, spoiler alert, I was... You can call me the miracle of accident, because supposedly they weren't meant to be able to have children, and then they had me. But the key thing is they wanted me, so that's fine. But that was the thing, they looked and went, right, we don't want to do this, 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 and this for our kid. We want to do it better. And they've still made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But the key thing is they didn't look and go, well, this is what happened to me, so I'm just going to carry on that trend. They looked and worked on it and then went, how can we adjust? And I think that is a healthy attitude. And not everyone does it, because it's hard. Because for one thing, you've got to do a whole load of self-reflection and look and go, that's not good. And it's hard. It's really hard to do that work. I've done the same, different kind of thing, but because of everything that happened to me a couple of years ago, I looked and went, well, to be a bit like that, it was 80 to 90% on them, the person that everything fell apart with, but I could still look and think, there's certain things I should have done better, or done differently. Not necessarily better, but differently. I should have done these things to look out for myself. Things you learn, and then I've spent a long time trying to work on going, right, what can I learn from this? Not everyone does that, because it's really hard to look. Because for one thing, you have to look and go, did I do something, did I kind of screw up a bit? I mean, in my case, it was a lot of, I didn't protect my peace very well. But self-reflection is tough, but also necessary. Anyway. Yeah, Harvey needs to care for the animals or something. It took me a really, really long time to realise my partner was interested in me. I thought he was just being friendly. Oh, I've been there, Hannah. Yeah. Hey, my parents got married because it surprised me. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, my parents were always going to be together. But they weren't expecting me to be an option. They just thought that they'd been told by experts that it wasn't going to happen. And then I came along, and then admittedly the experts then went, well, that pregnancy isn't going to last. I mean, obviously I'm hoping they didn't phrase it like that. And then I was born, and I was effectively born dead, but they resuscitated me, so they earned. There you go, I can be very dramatic and go, they earned me. I put the work in. That was hard going. Hallie was a true blessing. Yes. Or a curse. One of them. So healthy. I wish more people were like that. Self-reflection is essential. Self-reflection should be just that. It shouldn't be self-destruction. Yeah. Because it's also really easy to self-reflect and go, I'm a terrible person because I did this, this, and this. And you think, no, you're a terrible person if you don't learn from it. There you go, Emily. Have a diamond. But we all make mistakes. And like I said, the stuff a couple of years ago, I'm not going to be truly self-sacrificing. A lot of it was on the person who was very emotionally abusive towards me and had major issues with alcohol and was very bitter about life and truly struggling, but taking it out on everyone else. But I can also look and think there are certain things that I strayed away from the person I was a bit, because I tried to be the person that I thought they wanted me to be, and that's not good, and you kind of end up being a little bit... I didn't like some of the things I said. But right down to the fact that actually, in hindsight, I tried very much to patch up that friendship. And in hindsight, I shouldn't have bothered. I should have just gone, right, yeah. I should have been more true to myself rather than try and sacrifice too much. Although on a final note, he did take my PlayStation 4 and a bunch of other technology because I made the stupid mistake of going, yeah, you can keep it, in a moment of anger, and then I never got the stuff back. I really should have got the stuff back. I wanted the PlayStation 4 back, it's the key thing. He's got a bunch of my games as well. But anyway, I'm just being bitter now. I speak more for more than myself. You're a blessing in this world. Oh, thank you, Wit. That's really kind of you. Oh, screw him. I'm bitter for... Yeah, I should have kept the PlayStation. I'm very annoyed he got the PlayStation. And like I said, I'm sure in his head he can go, well, I offered to give it back. And you go, you offered it in the heat of a moment when I didn't realise that everything was... that we had fallen out permanently. I thought it was going to be a temporary thing. And I should have got my PlayStation back. But never mind. So there you go, that's my biggest regret with that situation. Should have got the PlayStation back. I don't actually need the PlayStation. I've got a PlayStation 5, but I could have sold it. Anyway, there we are. What should we do? Because again, we're kind of waiting. I'm not in a mood for going down the mines today. I'm not feeling the drama. I'm kind of enjoying chilling, talking to people. I mean, you guys as well as the people in Stardew. That apple tree is never going to grow there, is it? Let's move, yeah. I think it'll grow there. Let's find out. The stream yearns for the mine. Not the stream. The mines are suitably dramatic, but we're stockpiling iridium ready for the winter. So we'll keep a fish tacker. We could just go give a bunch of stuff to people. How are we doing on a relationship front? Oh, we can build up more hearts for Harvey. I didn't realise. Where is he? Did he go to work at last? No, he's just standing looking at some plants. I'm worried I married poorly. Have a taco. He's going to be a kept man, isn't he? I can see it. Okay, but we can give him a gift every day. Oh, I was hoping he'd do a bit more. Harvey said, yeah, Harvey is not... Oh, okay, well, at least we can go over and just randomly kiss him. I mean, not randomly kiss him, but, yeah, that's nice. Pull your weight a bit, Harvey. He's probably plotting to take your PlayStation 5. Bastard. Let's get him. Nobody is taking my PlayStation 5. I have learnt my lesson. Sometimes you gotta disassociate in front of... True. This is only our first full day of marriage. Should I be worried that my husband is just standing in the kitchen staring at a plant? Is he regretting things? One day we're going to have a cooking stream, a Stardew cooking stream, where I'm going to cook a whole bunch of stuff. And it's going to be cool. We're going to unlock some achievements. I am worried about Harvey, though. Will he admit no? No, he's still just... He's been there a long time. Is he okay? Also, did he go to work today? Does he not go to work anymore? What happens if I faint in the mines? Is he still going to charge me 1,000? Should we test that? I don't know. I know I could Google it, but where's the fun in that? What about if we drop off a whole bunch of... Oh, we can't go to the... Well, we could just go die in the easy mines. Let's go find out. Let's drop everything, so at least we don't lose any stuff. Let's go collapse. Yeah, I'd be very disappointed if my husband charges me money. By the way, chat, we have ads coming up in about 90 seconds. So hopefully we will collapse before then. It's just business, honey. Yeah, I don't entirely trust Harvey. It seems like something he'd do. I know I've just said I don't... Ooh, cutscene. I don't entirely trust my husband, but what can I say? Trust issues. Linus. Yeah, that feels good. Is Linus skinny dipping? The water's never been cleaner. Have we stumbled into a naked Linus? The same goes for me. Hee hee hee. Naked Linus. Okay. You're not tax deductible. Linus Nature Tips. Yeah. Hey, Mary. You always seem... Oh, I love that. You always seemed far too healthy to be at the clinic so often. Now it's all starting to make sense. Maru has seen through me. I married the good doctor. Right. Oh, ads are underway. Hopefully. It's going to take us a little bit to die anyway. I forgot those for bottom. We can't do it. Let's go to 115. Of course, thinking about it, I probably should have picked up the pick. Right, you little guy. We'll just stand. You'll be slow going. I want to see what happens. Maybe. Do you think he's going to save us and be really, oh no, my beloved, you're hurt? I'm worried he's going to charge us. Now this is drama. What's going to happen? Hallie? Hallie, wake up. I found you unconscious in my mind. You're lucky I happened to... Oh, I forgot the mind is Linus, isn't it? Yeah, we need to run out of energy. Sorry, Linus. My bad. Yeah, I forgot. 15,000 G? Good grief. 15,000... Linus stole 15,000 G from me. That is obscene. Linus, what the hell is wrong with you? Have you ever seen the hilarious bicycle meme of Linus coming to your aid? No, I haven't. I need to see that. Okay, so I think we need to kind of hang around until like 2 AM, isn't it? And that's what means Harvey is going to rescue us. Please do, Reb. Yes, please. I know Aussie, but for 15,000, that's crazy expensive. But yeah, if we just hang around here till 2 AM, then we'll collapse. We can't go on my farm to do stuff because that'll be safe. But I do want to see what happens. What do you think is going to happen, chat? Don't Google it to find out, because that would ruin all the fun. I can't believe that cost 15,000. Linus is our friend. 20,000 for even. Yeah, it might be. I'll charge you minus for that. Yeah. This is meant to be a nice place. My health's slowly going up. Oh no. It's not. I suppose actually if I picked up a tool, would I collapse? No, I'd be dragging my heels. Thank you, Reb. I'm gonna, while we're waiting for the time. Okay, chat, I'm gonna switch over the window so we can have a quick look and then we will go back. Look at that. Linus when you faint after 2 AM in Stardew. Yeah. That's peak Linus. No, yeah, just totally. Thank you, Reb. Get switched over. Right, let's hang around. We got 4 hours to kill. If you missed, if the ads were on, you missed me forgetting that if you get wiped out in the mines, Linus saves you, not Harvey. And Linus charged us 15,000 G. I mean, he says when he found us that we were missing 15,000 G, but I think we now know how Linus has quite a good quality tent. That image lives rent-free in my head. Yeah. I think there's an image that's very hard to remove from your head. So now we're going to hang around till 2 a.m. and we're going to see what happens when we faint. Because normally Harvey would charge us money. And I want to see if he charges us money. Because we're married, and surely he doesn't. Everyone is leaving the bar. Lewis doesn't know how to not walk into people. And then he got grumpy when he could have just walked to the side. That's a lot like the walks I've been doing lately. You would not believe how many people will see somebody who clearly has a limp walking towards them and they will still not move aside. I assume in part it's probably my age, so they just think, I don't know, that I'm putting on my limp or something. But it's so annoying how often that happens. It is getting late, yeah. See, Clint thinks he's all sad and lonely, but he's got all these friends. And Pam. Do you think maybe Clint and Pam would hook up once in a while? They both seem like they have very low standards. It just seems like that would happen one day. Because I don't think Pam probably has great principles and things. And imagine my kids. I just think Clint and Pam are probably the most logical combination. And I say that while thinking they both kind of deserve better. Exactly, Ozzy. If you can hear background noise, one of my neighbours has started doing some kind of DIY outside. But yeah, we're coming up to 2 a.m. What's going to happen? Because I think what should happen is Harvey swoops in and saves us like the wonderful husband he should be. But I'm really worried that it's still going to carry on and Harvey's still going to charge us money. Maybe not. No, we ended up back home. Okay, my apologies, Harvey. I thought poorly of you. I didn't realise he'd moved his radio equipment in here. Swoops in and saves you the tension. Harvey, good man. It's a myth that rainy weather causes the flu. However, take care that you don't slip on the mud. I often worry about you. Oh no, all we did was pass out in the street at 2 a.m. once. Oh, we made him jump. And now he worries about us. Oh dear. Maybe I'm not a very good wife. Outside. Oh yeah, we were outside of a pub. You might have a good idea. You're lucky I found you last night. You were unconscious and someone was searching your pockets. I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached. Be more careful. I think Linus is now stealing from us. Linus, our best friend, by the way. Bit sussy. Very sussy. I don't trust Linus anymore. But anyway, we don't tend to pass that anymore. It was just an experiment. I just wanted to see what would happen. So today we're going to have a bit of a routine day. We're going to see what precious fruit and veg we can collect. See if there's any 5-star stuff. Oop, well not 5-star, gold star, sorry. Wrong game if I'm looking for 5-star. The ancient fruit has 1 day to go. Okay, we got a gold star, blueberry, and pepper. That'll do. What's a few grand amongst friends? Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, don't hit the chickens. chickens get on with dinosaurs? Like, what kind of dinosaur is it? Crucially, is it a herbivore or a carnivore? Because if it's a carnivore, one day I'm going to step in here and we're going to be all out of rabbits, chickens and ducks. It might explain how we end up with a lucky rabbit's foot then. Hey, Miss Rachie, how are you doing? How's your Saturday been? Okay, let's get our machines all set. We are doing well on Meridian Bar front, ready for winter. Winter is a long way away, but for once, we're being organised. No, put that. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, game. I condemned you, and it was actually my fault. I think Monday we're going to put on some silly visual mods. See what happens. See what they're like. Okay, we should be up to 12, right? Oh, it's vegetables. They're not vegetables, are they? Nah, they're fruit. Damn it. Should we give Harvey some milk? I bet he loves milk. Trying to sleep through cramps for most of today. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is the worst. Thanks, that's very kind of you. We are wooing our husband. Oh. Hey, Ray, why did you just throw a stone out? I guess that was nice. I'm more worried as to where he got the stone from. Or crucially, where he was storing the stone. So what should we do with a rainy day? I might go around my houses and see if we have any cutscenes to activate. It feels like we've been a while since we've done that. Yeah, Rachie, that's horrible. I'm sorry you're suffering. Remember when this was all trashed? We did good. I was struggling last night, but Miner may have shared his good pain relief, so I slept well. Oh, that's good. Good job, Miner. I'm glad it helped a little bit. And to use the cliche, I hope you're hydrating well, just because I know I used to always need so much extra hydration. Yeah, I'm free of all that now because I am permanently on birth control, but I still remember those days. Good chicken. Ooh, ooh. Don't smash people's houses, it's rude. Ooh, cutscene. Hey, Alex. Sigh. There's a lot of sighing in this game sometimes. Oh, hi, Hallie. Look at all these books. I haven't read a single one. Oh, just the thought of cracking one open makes me nervous. But you can't make a decent living in this world without a brain. I think Alex might have realised his football dream's kind of over. Oh, I'm worthless. You are not worthless. That's crazy. You're a genius. Alex, I don't know if Alex is a genius. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Worthless? Yeah, I'm not saying that about sums it up. What kind of person does that? I'm saying we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because I don't want to lie. I don't know if he's a genius. I don't know him well enough. Well, I'm not going to give up. If I work hard, I can do anything. Hey, maybe one day soon we'll have dinner and discuss philosophy. Isn't that what you smart people talk about? Yeah, I don't think Alex is a genius. Wait, why did I just laugh at Alex? That's a bit harsh. But rude? Let's see if another one activated. Oh, okay. I did think about how easy it would be for people to get addicted if they're in constant pain, but oh yeah, it must be so easy. Because why wouldn't you? Because, yeah, I get that. Because I would never understand the temptation to start an addiction. Yeah, start as it is. I don't get the idea of recreationally taking things to forget. If you're in pain, that's compelling. That's making, at the start, your life feel better. And I think that's where it gets hard. Hey, another cutscene. Hey, Kemp. Oh, hi, Hallie. I was just about to have a snack. Sorry, it's Sam. My bad. Here, let me get something for you. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. What a mess. What was that sound? This is absolutely terrible. What happened? He dropped an egg. It's not that terrible. Tell her, Hallie. Sam dropped a snack and he was handing it to me. Sam handed me the snack and then I dropped it. Sam dropped it on purpose. He thought it'd be funny. No, he just dropped it. It was an accident. She's right. That's what happened. Don't you be mean, Sam. It's an accident. Thanks for telling me the truth, Hallie. It's not such a big deal. Jody, you literally just said it was terrible. I'm sorry about this, Mom. I'll clean it up. Thanks, honey. Why would you say it's terrible when somebody drops an egg? I mean, it's rubbish, but terrible's kind of a lot. I feel kind of bad. Go see if there's any cutscenes this way. Actually, we haven't seen Elliot in a while. Because we have a husband now, and yeah, we were kind of interested in Elliot for a bit, and it feels awkward. Nope, okay. When it rains, it sure rains in Stardew. Oh, Clint's gone. Okay. Oh wait, no, you're Lewis. My bad. Sorry, Lewis. Nobody wants to get mistaken for Clint. I'm just going to check the requirements here, because I've got them in my head, but I want to be sure. So, we need silver quality wine, dino mayonnaise, or 5 ancient fruit. We only need to fulfill 2 of those. So we are on track. We're doing well. Because the dinosaur is growing. The wine is slowly going. And we're on, I think it's 2 or 3 ancient fruit. It's not too bad. What happened here? This was after we completed the community centre and everything went well. The JoJo Mart got shut down. Kind of love that font just here on top of that van looks a tiny little bit like the Amazon font. Something about it just reminds me. So I don't know what happens when we complete that objective. I don't know if maybe the JoJo Mart gets turned into a kind of community shop or something. But hopefully we'll find out soon. Honestly, I'm just being a task fiend. I just want to see what happens next. Uber JoJo. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And we're definitely not far off. Ooh, another cutscene. That's what we're doing mainly today. Oh, hi, Hallie. Come in, come in. I'm just working on my sculpture here. Come here, watch this. To an untrained eye, it just looks like she's punching a statue, but okay. See that? I'm revealing the essence of wood. Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. Okay, our options are varied. It's the same with people. True. I actually prefer the look of raw, unadulterated wood. Creepy, may I have a kiss? What the hell, we just got married, and also, no. I mean, a morbid part of me wants to know what happens if we press that, but also I don't think we should. So I'm saying it's the same with people, because I'm scared that one of the options is, may I have a kiss? What? Oh, yeah, that's absolutely right. Honestly, you should be pleased I didn't get weird and kiss you. I first visited this valley as a little girl while on vacation with my parents. I knew I had to come back someday. This place has great artistic potential. I'm so glad this went better than it could have. Although I have to admit, it's not easy to pay the bills as an artist. I never feel them. Ooh, why don't you have an art show in town? Do that! I'd buy some. Interesting. I guess I could set the wheels in motion to make Pelican Town a true art destination. It could. But what if no one likes my sculptures? I'd be crushed. That's a curse of being an artist. Hey Jezza, how are you doing? How's your day going so far? I'll have to think about it. Well, thanks for stopping by. Jezza, we're married now in Stardew. We married Harvey the doctor. And he's fine. He does a lot of staring at plants, disassociating, and I'm a little bit worried about him already. He doesn't seem to do much work around my farm. I was a bit disappointed. I expected a little bit more spark. But he does seem to really love me. Oh wait, we don't want that pine tree growing there, that's going to still grow. Good. Just had a friend come round to change my light fixtures, and when we found out there's something wrong with my downstairs bathroom light, just not receiving power after being rewired. I got your light, so he thinks there might be a break in wire somewhere. But all the other lights work. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I mean, it could be worse, but that's still kind of annoying. Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully it's something that isn't too major. Yeah, let's clear away a bit of this when we got a bit of energy. Just a bit. My car has been booked in for Monday. Oh, that's good. Hopefully on Monday it will get sorted on that front at least. We don't talk about my car. My car is now the mystery car, but even the dealer is kind of stumped with ideas. Which is not where you want to be with a car. But I got some, I've been doing some research, so I'm going to email them Monday for some, basically to double check if they've already tried some of the things, because I don't really know. I mean, they might well have, and then I've got a big problem. But I'm really hoping I'm going to say, have you done this? And they go, ooh, no. But I'm glad your car is on my way to being fixed. Mine is some weird cursed mystery car. Oh, Harvey is now disassociating by staring at a cuddly toy. To be fair to Harvey, I know that feeling. I have definitely disassociated staring at a cuddly toy. How was your day, honey? Ooh. I was going to do the dishes, but I got absorbed in the latest issue of Knee Surgery Enthusiast. We've married this guy. He didn't do the dishes, he just got absorbed in the latest issue of Knee Surgery Enthusiast. Do you ever wonder if you made a mistake? Understandable. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm just gonna move this cuddly toy because I think it worked better there when I wasn't sharing a bed with anyone. Oh, he's now staring at the wall. That's my husband, everyone. He's the best. He's always awake before me, though. But I don't think he makes breakfast. I'm going to study the medical literature today. It's important for me to keep up to date so I can give my patients the best care possible. Cool story, bro. Okay, with chat, we are going to wrap things up there today because I wanted to finish a little bit early today because me and my mum need to go out and actually feel liberated and like everything is okay. So we're going to have an interesting time driving a somewhat broken car that does kind of drive but makes you a little bit nervous that something's going to happen to it. So we're going to finish things a little bit early. Monday, we're going to be back with more Stardew, I think. We're going to try out some unhinged mods. So it's going to be a bit of back and forth with that, see what it looks like. We have, was it a furry Clint mod? I think that's what Reb sent me. He sent me a few mods, so that's definitely going to be the start of it. We're going to see how things go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the lovely chats. And we hit the follower goal, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna gather up some other unhinged mods tomorrow, and then Monday we're gonna give them all a go. I mean, some of them we might only use for like 5-10 minutes, but I think it's gonna be a fun little adventure. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for lifting my mood. I hope I lifted other people's moods if they weren't doing so well. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. Make sure you do something nice for yourself. Look out for yourself, look out for others. Having said that, make sure that oxygen mask is on you first, them second. Otherwise you can't do anything. Here are some raid messages. Top one is for subscribers, bottom one is for followers. We're going to raid over somewhere. Who should we raid over to? Who's going to be cool with the idea that I'll probably raid and run a little bit? So we will make sure it is a good friend. What about if we head over to... Let's return the favour from before. Let's head over to our regular cloaca of one dinosaur who is working their way through reading all the books in Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. It is a unique way of doing things. So we're going to head over to... There we go. Aussie nominated them anyway. So we're going to head over there. Perfect. And I'm going to see you all guys, everyone soon. Final thing. There is for Discord if you want to see the schedule. I'm going to post the schedule tomorrow. And I will see you all very soon. Have a good one. Take care. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Do all the good things. If taking care of yourself involves just hiding in bed for the rest of the weekend, that's valid. Whatever gets you through, just make sure you look out for you. You do whatever works. So take care, everyone. One dinosaur. If I get yep, a one get yep, you got it. Jezza, you know him. Okay, see you all soon. Take care.